numbers. Big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers. Big numbers. 100 million bag, that's a big number. Big numbers. Blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruined they plans.
Coach, it's a site that has seen more than its fair share of great playoff memories the last few decades, and more could be in store as we've got playoff football again at sold-out Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between our visitors and the New England Patriots. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
We're going to sign.
Mike 54. I'm coming.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Go.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense, 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Bell. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at their 49-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll try the right side with Bell. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. The first carry now. This is Johnson. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive.
Hey, alert 3.
They run. It's Johnson. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs.
20.
Check, 59.
Pistol.
Danny. Mike 5'9",
Hey, alert. Hey, Echo.
Check 59, Mike is 59.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Check, 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 check.
On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Hurry, hurry. Run, run, run. Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
To throw again on 2nd down. Darnold, this is the tight end Fant. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, exit. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54.
From the 39, Darnold. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 38-yard line. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the counter, here's Bell. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Focus, defense, focus. Check the backer, check the backer.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And the Patriots, first down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
We're going to set.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Chargers 3, Patriots nothing.
We're going to set. 22. Ready? Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Hey. Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On second down, Johnson looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Max 22. Max 22.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold eluding the pressure right. It's caught, Beckham, and he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. Third down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
Now Bell. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. From the gun, a run for Johnson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal.
Pilot, 64, weak. Right there. 50, lady. Right there. 54, Mike. Let's get the ball.
Now Darnold on third and goal. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Trey Hendrickson drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up fourth down. And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Charger drive about to get going. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11.
48. Hey, Zoo. I'm on. Mike, 48. Mike, 48. My touch.
Mayfield off the play fake. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, look, 48. Hey, Charlie. Right now, let's go. Defense wins championships, baby. 48. Come on.
From the gun, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On is the Chargers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. A throw over the middle, taken in. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. 2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Here's Darnold. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey, and he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Tight dog. General West.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Robinson's got it. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So after the loss of 2, here's 2nd and 12 from the 23.
48, Mike. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Tackles. Check. Fresno. Alert 3. King.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down. On is the Chargers punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
On first down, Darnold. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 46 yards.
Patriots, first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Throwing on second down. Darnold, a screen to Bell. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
I can put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. A run there on first down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. They'll go again with Lindsey. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing, but he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now, making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield and spilling everything.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
Alert, 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 alert.
Mayfield on play action. That'll be taken in by Anderson. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Hey, alert 33.
48 Mike. Here we go, here we go.
On first down, it's Lindsey. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the 40-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
I don't think you got it, sir.
Alert, 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 alert.
One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check, 180.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
From the 40 now on second down, Mayfield. This is caught by Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 47.
Rush in, rush in. Rush in.
Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Down to lose 1. Watch tight end. 3 down, 3 down. Switch, switch, switch.
Up,
Another run by Lindsey. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Calling a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Hey, alert 33. Hurry, hurry.
On third down, here's Lindsey. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lightning speed that time from the corner. Marshawn Lattimore getting the sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Now it's Darnold. Screenplay, Johnson. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
22, he's coming, 22.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. The defense did their job. 4th quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at him from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot.
Hurry! Let's go!
They'll keep it on the ground. Lindsey, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It goes as a loss of 6, and now 3rd down. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, You got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Darnold now to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Watch twitch. Watch the real. 48's Mike. 48's Mike. Wild Bill. Mike 48. Ricky.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
36.
On second down, it's Lindsey. And a short pickup here as he'll get up to about the 22-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth.
King.
Hey, alert 48. Hey, we gonna make the 48 right now. Let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Lindsey, give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. On is the Chargers punter now. He's been terrific so far. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do. He's got a man, complete. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now it's Darnold. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Overtime in a playoff game, awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only one period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run the toss. It's Lindsey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mayfield, screen pass to Lindsey. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down. Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2.
Mike 48, Mike 48. I got you. I got you.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
No,
Regular.
Watch it, watch it. Whip.
A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A. They go with the ground game, pick up the 1st, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone, all right? You don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to them.
And now this first drive in OT continues.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Mike 59.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. So as they head to the sidelines, we'll head to this break on EA Sports. Now it's Lindsey. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
Mike.
Set, 180.
Watch the pass.
Alert, alert.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up.
Switch.
Hurry.
Mike, check. 59.
Now a carry for Lindsey. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and angled for him and shot for him. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
Watch the pass.
Darnold, his first throw in overtime. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The safety, Buda Baker, there to force the incompletion.
You got to remember, because now that we're in overtime, mistakes get magnified. So you got to walk that line between being aggressive and being careful, because that was a dangerous throw right there. You obviously could not have an interception in this spot.
And nearly was an interception. He's lucky to get that one back. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Ooh, with a juke. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Backed up deep in their own territory, they were in search of a cushion, and the cushion was found.
And you have to think total game, even in overtime. As a head coach, field position still counts in this spot. So they had to get out from the shadow of their own goal line, get themselves some breathing room. Obviously, that helps them on offense, but it may help their defense, too. Might be necessary here in OT.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Bravo!
Darnold from the gun. Oh, so close but incomplete. Could have been a big turnover in overtime if he'd held on. Instead, though, it's 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
2nd and 9 at the 30-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw, Mayfield. Now they go screen, it's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Only a yard there, sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. And play will be stopped here with 10 seconds remaining in overtime as they've called a timeout.
Recon, 132 fighter.
On 3rd down, Lindsey. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And we're going to get whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the extra session.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more right coming.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down.
Don't get nervous.
They're going with Lindsey. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 1 overtime. How about 2? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that 2nd overtime in just a moment. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Watch the shit.
A give running right, Lindsey. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Check safety.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
Pistol.
Watch the slant.
Hurry.
Mike's 59.
Hey, box truck.
59, Mike, 59.
Hey, alert.
Don't get nervous.
Mike's 5'9", Mike's 5'9".
What's that?
Mayfield now from the 50. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face, good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17.
1st and 10 at the 17.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. Got an open man, it's Foster. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a New England 1st down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
We're going to sack.
22, Mike 22. Think you gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
Johnson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
He don't want it.
Throwing on 2nd down. Darnold. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
22, Mike 22. Hey, let's get this,
Young lady.
Shift.
3rd and long. It's Darnold. And that will be incomplete. Breaking that one up was Justin Evans. Read it perfectly. The defense does its job. Now they're going to get the ball here in overtime with a chance to win it.
Major League kudos to them, because to get the ball back in this spot, everything was on them. It had to happen, and they pulled it off. They'll get it back for their offense with a chance to win.
They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Hey, alert 33.
They go play action. Mayfield steps away to his left. And he's got his big tight end here. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. 2 minutes to go in overtime. We will keep playing if we need to. We are all tied up. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run here with Lindsey. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Regular. Mike, check.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Mayfield. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Terry Poe marches in for the sack. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Play fake. Mayfield. Flushed out right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
On 2nd and a couple, Darnold. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. A 1st down throw, Darnold. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
What we got? Hatchet.
Red 80. X3. 218. Chopper.
Back to throw, Darnold. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Oh, and it's intercepted. picked off near the 34. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Let's keep this. Seal this game, boy.
The Charger drive about to get going. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. So we'll take a break with them and be right back. The Charger drive about to get going, and they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Point it right, point it right, point it right. Watch.
Throwing, Mayfield. And he rifles one incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Let him know, let him know.
Real.
48 Mike, 48 Mike. Here we go, G. Here I come. Mike, 48, Mike, 48.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 29-yard line.
54, right there. 54 Mike. You can't block me. You can't block me.
They'll give this to Bell running right. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Darnold. Open man, here's Foster. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. I know they may want to go for this, but the smart play probably to punt it, even given the field position, right?
In a sense, you honor what they've done all game. And this is a defense that's held the score down, kept it tight, kept you right in it. and they're really jonesing for one more shot. Give it to them. Let them play defense for you and give you a better chance to win the game.
Here's Darnold. And it is incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Lindsey. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback. Hey, alert 33. Get that quarterback.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lindsey, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On 3rd down, Lindsey, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
Brandon, never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the... Oh, and it's intercepted! Able to get there and pick it. And did he get in? No. They'll mark him down at the 1-yard line. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want.
And he's going to score. It's a touchdown. No flags. And in an overtime thriller, they are moving on in the playoff.
No rest. They get to keep playing.
Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
So that'll just about